Hi guys, welcome back to Cup and Bite. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to get a good rewind and recap. Now, this is the second episode of the third season of The Real Housewives of Durban. Now, the princesses have just left the princess soiree. Now, Annie and Jojo decide to have a sit down and talk about this and that. But I guess Jojo just wanted to just make it clear on how she doesn't want to be in between Annie and Nunku's situation. But Annie did look a bit sad though, which is what Jojo actually said, that she did see that she did look like she was a bit down. She decided to share with her about her lazy eye, and she says that she has a condition called Bell's palsy. Honestly, I had not really seen it throughout the other seasons, but I saw a bunch of not so nice screenshots from, I think, Twitter talking about her lazy eye. She was generally talking about how that affected her growing up, how she was bullied, and I feel like we really need to do better when it comes to bullying because it comes in so many different ways. I myself feel like I have been bullied, and maybe, not even maybe, I know that I probably have bullied others um, with my words, maybe not intentionally, but we really need to do better as parents and also as adults. It was really pleasing to see Jojo actually comforting and reassuring her, because I guess Annie also saw that she would understand, considering that she also had certain issues and also used body art as a way of healing to sort of express the different situations in her life. But it now all makes sense how Annie is so defensive. Guys, when you've been bullied, you do develop a certain character that wants you to be a bit protective of your space. Because sometimes, like she says, she would keep to herself, but you still get bullied. So sometimes I think maybe it could also be an issue of, you can't always run away. So if people attack, I will definitely attack them back. Now we're on to Nonku. So she's meeting up with her new man, Dumisani Ndlazi. Guys, he's also looking good. And she also made it a point to tell him that, yeah, you're looking good. And I think she asked him if he's dressed, why is he dressed so well? So he's like, no, I always dress like this. But hey, guys, he's looking good. He seems charming. I just hope that he's genuine. And also he does look like he has an element of seriousness. And I also feel like his body language also says a bit about him being impatient. I might be wrong. But I got the part whereby he asked Nungu if uyakwazi ukulima, can she plow? So she's like, huh? What's this got to do with this? I sort of understand Nungu, guys, at her age. Do you still really want to be that wife that goes out to the farms and stuff and plow? Yes, you can be a farmer, but I mean, in marriage, like now she's like a newlywed that is young, that wants to impress the in laws. So I sort of get her when she's like, yeah, I don't really cook. I have a chef. But I guess if she sort of want to make it work, they'll have to reach a compromise somewhere. It's either she's going to learn to cook or you just have to accept the fact that she has a chef. On to Maria, guys. What did I say? Maria is top tier spicy. So she and Ruan, her friend, are literally dissecting Jojo's princess soiree. What she said about Sorisha is sort of like what I implied on the previous video. She's like, yeah, I feel like Sarisha feels like she's the mommy of the group. I feel like Sarisha is thinks that she's the queen. And Maria definitely reiterated how she is also a queen. Maria, guys, she's fire. Husband Ruan goes on to ask Miss Maria if she's going to Sarisha's party, and she's like, oh no, I didn't get invited. So I just hope there aren't any underlying issues that we don't know about. Let's watch. Now, Nonku invited Mbali over to her house just to get to know her. I like the fact that, oh, and yeah, guys, Nonku's house is very beautiful. When Mbali said that, Usebenzi Lugail, she really worked. That house is proper. Now, I just like how Mbali is actually brave and she was able to share with Nonku what happened with the children. I really commend her for actually still continuing with life despite what happened. I feel like them being so transparent about what's happening around their lives really shows us how they're a human and they still try to continue with life despite the bad or negative things that come around their lives. But yo, this episode, guys, it's giving me a lot of ups and downs. One moment it's high, next thing it's sad. But ish, yeah. Now here comes another high. Sarisha is in her new space and Slee is arriving. Scene changes. I see Maria arriving. Now I'm thinking, is this Sarisha's party that she said that she didn't get an invite to? Kanti, no. Maria is actually meeting up with Jojo, Bali, and Nonku. On the other side, Sarisha is meeting up with Slee and Annie. And what is Queen Sarisha doing or saying? Dishing out everything that Nonku said about Annie in the presence of her friend that she feels is rational, which is Slee. On the other side, Maria decides to ask a question and goes like, which of the ladies rubbed you off in a wrong way at the princess soiree? Huh? We all know that she wanted everyone to say Sarisha because she's already said that she sort of didn't really like Sarisha's energy. So obviously Nonku said Sarisha because obviously she wasn't really happy with the issue that Sarisha brought to the table on that day. And surprisingly, Jojo said that she just didn't like Slim. Now, Mbali, who I thought is a bit down to earth, was like, yeah, what Sarisha is wrong. Maybe she shouldn't have done that. Deep down, I was like, maybe sometimes it's good to just stay out of people's business. But at the end, I sort of understood what she was saying because she ended up saying that, no, Nonku, you need to call people like everyone. You should call that person and say that you did this or I don't like what you said, but say it in their presence. Do not say it in their absence. I guess she was just advising to address people directly in their presence because clearly addressing them in their absence creates situations like this. On the other side, now I see the reason why the episode is actually called Leave My Husband. Because apparently, not apparently, Nonku actually said that. Hmm, seems like Annie fears her husband. This is what Slee said. Actually, Slee said that she was insinuating that Annie is actually scared of her husband. Hey, now I don't know which husband we're actually leaving because Jojo's husband, I guess he's also helping to carry the show because he is busy telling his wife how Slee actually said that okay, but it seems like it happened off camera. Slee said to Nonku, Calvin is gonna help find her a rich man because she's single. So I guess Jojo's husband was just saying that in case maybe it comes up somewhere because he did say that he does find it a bit odd. And I can see that Jojo isn't really happy about it. I wouldn't as well. I mean, such a casual conversation in my absence. My husband is not your friend. He's not your friend. He is my husband. So even if George is not happy about it, honestly, it's really justified. Nonku and Slee went from being friends that have good chats in the kitchen to having not so good chats by the driveway. I mean, Nongu was sort of attempting to sort of get an understanding of what's going on, between them, because she actually said that she feel like they get along very well when it's just the two of them. But obviously, when there's other people there, clearly things don't work out the same. Now, Slee, guys, didn't even look like she was interested. The fact that she actually asked Nongu if she was going to take long before even the conversation started said a whole lot of things. She kept on looking around, looking so disinterested. And she actually said at the end, that she just didn't trust Nonku. So I don't know, maybe am I seeing Slee as a not so good friend? Or maybe Slee is actually someone that actually knows Nonku. What if maybe what we see on the screens is actually not what we really get? Because, I mean, she's not really lucky with friends throughout the other seasons. And this is the friend that they basically live in the same neighborhood. And she has that much to say about Nongu. Something is fishy. Sarisha is opening her spa, and guys, the decor definitely didn't disappoint. Top tier. Best be sure that if the ladies are gonna pitch at an event like that, just know that JoJo is definitely gonna pitch with her husband. Honestly, I feel like they're definitely couple goals. Before Sarisha addressed her guests, Sunny arrives. I mean, for a moment, I was also confused because I just saw someone waltzing in a beautiful red dress, took a seat right next to Slee, introduced herself as a chef, and actually said, I'm a private chef. Slee was also a bit uncomfortable just because of the way she sort of walked in, and so were the other ladies because I think they were all blank, like, who's this? But she went ahead and shook hands with literally all of the ladies. But shortly after, Slee and Annie decided to stand up and go and get themselves some drinks. And obviously, Sane decided to, like, yeah, I don't like how she decides to tell Jojo and the other girls how she doesn't like how Slee called her a caterer. Guys, Jojo, she even did a claps once. I was like, yo, I can't you well they're going to fetch drinks on the other side. Slee is busy telling Annie how Nonku sort of had a conversation with her after the whole thing. And she also suggests that Nonku and Annie sort of talk about the situation. But Annie went like, nah, I'll just see what Nonku says about this whole thing. But true, hi guys, Lee, whatever she really has on Nonku or against Nonku or whatever it is that she knows about her that we don't know, it has to be deep because when Jojo said that the friendship is odd, it's really odd. There's no friendship there. Zero. Finally, Nonku asked Annie for a chat. And surprisingly, they were quite chilled about it. They had the chat. It was just the two of them away from the other ladies. Nonku finally said what she said to the others, Sarisha and Slee. And Annie also just said that, you know what, I'm not scared of my husband. It's just that I hold him at high regard. Yo, we didn't even get a chance to conclude that situation because on the other side, now Jojo and Slee were busy having what? A talkathon or a fightathon um, of how Slee sort of looks down on people because she called Sane, the chef, a caterer. So Slee was like, I don't know the difference between a chef and a caterer. Now Jojo jumped in and said that, yeah, it seems like you judge people even though you don't know anything about them because you did the same thing with me. I was like, is this about her judging Sane or is this about what her husband said about Slee? Now, boom, that's when it came out. She's like, yeah, you said my husband is going to help you find a rich man. Eh, Usli, she's acting all calm, but she's quite defensive. And she's like, no, I didn't say such a thing. And I think that she just concluded that because Jojo and Nonku are friends, she assumed that obviously Nonku said all of this. Now, Jojo, hey, she has left love and hip hop vibes when it comes to certain situations. Jojo walked away and Slee decided to go and confront Nonku. But Nonku was like, yeah, you did mention something like that. And she's like, no, I didn't say that. Boom, before the scene was finished. Thank God, Miss Lundy London. She arrived. And Slee finally went home. And like Sarisha said, no one went after her. So, yeah, okay. Enough about Slee. Hmm. Londi, guys, she was sitting there looking all nice or looking all pretty. Jojo says that, do you feel like you want to talk about what happened? Now she says that sure, she's not really comfortable about talking about what happened. Oh, Sunny was like, "Hmm, what's there to hide? Me now, okay, I can excuse myself, but what's there to hide? If maybe you had stopped paparing, you would have still been in the same seat that you are in now. So I'm assuming that she is saying that she would still be a housewife. Guys, how do you say that about another lady? I mean, when did we really reach a point whereby we use someone's situation to actually sort of continue pressing them down? I mean, girl, she's doing well for herself. So, and the fact that she has two kids to look after, the fact that she left, she knows what was going on in her marriage or whatever situation they're talking about. So, I'd say that big ups to Londi. Girl, Miss Red Dress, that was very tasteless. That is really not nice. Understand that she was offended, but we don't do that. Oh, I don't even want to repeat what that lady was saying, but it's really tasteless. The fact that she's looking down on a woman because she left her husband. I mean, this is the 21st century. Girl, move on. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys on the next video. Bye.